been tough. Jordan Bowden lost his grandmother this morning, and he wasn't in practice today, and which is, we're all sad for that because he's very close with that. But we've got a few bumps and bruises that we've been dealing with for a while, like most people, that we got to work through. But we understand it. We've got to continue to get better on the things that we keep talking about. And I've said before, this is a good group of guys. They're young in a lot of aspects. Guys learning roles, and we're going through some of the growing pains that we thought we would. And as long as they'll continue to want to get better, we'll find a way.
Will Jordan be there this Saturday?
I think so. Again, it happened sudden this morning, and obviously our thoughts and prayers go out to he and his family, but it's very emotional for him.
Did you ever talk to him at all today?
No, I didn't get to because it happened early, and he just had to get home.
What's going to be kind of your message to him? Obviously, it's mid-season.
Well, again, he knows. I mean, he's been dealing with it. I mean, they're a very close family. He's very close to his grandmother, and she has been in the hospice. But I think she may be doing a little bit better, and it's just he's real close to her. And it's a tough thing for anyone young to lose someone they love dearly. But I think he knows that she's home in heaven, and I think that'll be a comfort to him. But he's been dealing with it for a couple of weeks because they've been kind of put on alert that it could happen at any point in time.
Do you feel better or worse about the defense after having a chance to look over the film?
I don't think we feel any better about the defense because we didn't do the simple things that we had been doing up to that point. And with all that said and done, they played really well, and got to give them credit. But we weren't as good defensively as we need to be. And our guard play on the ball screens hurt us a lot. That hurt us a lot. But I thought offensively we did some things better, and so we made some progress right there. But we just need to put it all together. We need everybody to do their job. We need our big guys more involved in a lot of different areas. But it's just, again, we're going to find a way to keep getting better.
The three-point shooting is a case of not taking the shots you should be taking, not getting the shots you want, or is it just a law of averages? And it's just a couple
a little bit of all of it. We're turning down good looks and driving into trouble or contested shots, and some we've had looks we missed. I think that's a part of a player where players, you like to think, have a feel for it, but still the guys that shoot the ball, we've got to keep taking open shots. That's what we got to take the shots, whether they are open by design. And we've had some looks that I think we're going to make consistently, but we've had a little bit of what you're saying, just turning down shots and then ended up either with a bad pass, turnover, and those type things. So it doesn't give us any flow to what we want to do.
Is there a chance you add to this roster?
Yeah, we do. The 28th, we expect to have Santiago here. He got everything in place academically, and we're excited about him being here. But whether or not he plays this year, I would say it's highly unlikely. But he will be here on the 28th.
That's highly unlikely, just because he's can't get in the flow that quickly. It takes time.
He might. Again, he's going to. It's hard to come in. It's hard enough to learn it when you've been around a while. And he's young, but he's coming in, and we're excited. Our team's excited, and we're looking forward to him getting here.
Is it frustrating to have to keep waiting on your rush?
It is. It's always tough this time of year when the NCAA shuts it down for 2 weeks, and it's from our point of view, we've dealt with it long enough, and we're going to continue to fight because we think that he deserves a chance to play. But it's frustrating when this time of year comes and you can't get to the committee.
How you meet this Santiago situation from being abroad to coming in mid-season and everything?
Well, what we like about it, obviously, depending on what happens with Eurorush, we're going to end up having 3 guys sitting out in our program that are going to have a chance to really learn the system with Urosh and VJ, and then Santi, and so that, again, we're excited about that because, as you know, we're going to lose 2 guards that have played for us for a long time, and the fact that those guys are in the program, knowing the system is going to help the younger guys, the high school guys come in, and with that transition, so that part of it is exciting for us.
Coach, how concerned are you with the rebounding after the last 2 games?
We didn't, and we had our hands on some, but we go from being one of the best defensive rebounding teams to where we're not very good, and there were a lot of things that we weren't good at the last couple games, but again, it's nothing that I think as a coaching staff we knew we were going to have some growing pains. That's why we wanted to play the competition we're playing, because we didn't want to have false sense of security going into conference play, but we can rebound the ball. We've proven we can. We just got to we've got to do it.
You see any similarities to this team in 2 years ago?
Yeah, very much. We made that comparison very much so, where we were there in a lot of games and didn't close it out. And you go back to the last 3 games, actually 4 games, I would say, you know, with 12 minutes going to game could have gone either way. You know, we won the VCU game, then 3 of them, Florida State and Memphis and Cincinnati. You know, we don't execute the way we need to. We're putting ourselves up against the clock and aren't making good decisions. And so it's on the offensive end. And then the other night we had some defensive breakdowns by our older guys, which was the most disappointing thing, because they've been through enough understanding that they can't. When you're in a possession game, you can't have breakdowns that lead to easy baskets, and we did that.
You see where Jordan got his vision retired last night?
I did, yeah. I think it was great. I know some of the guys were able to be there with him, and again, Jordan Bowden's been a mainstay in this program for 4 years, and you talk about a kid that's come out of nowhere, and you know, I think he's been an inspiration to Knoxville. I think he's been an inspiration to a lot of young people, and again, you know, I can only think back when, you know, I had 2 great grandparents that loved me to death, and when I lost them, it's hard. It really is, because you know, it's hard. I can think of when I got the call on both of them, how emotional it was, but obviously, like I said, he knew his grandmother well, and I think he's got a lot of comfort knowing where she is today.
What did you think about all the guys showing up to support him last night?
Well, I think that is a lot to say about him, but I think it's a lot to say about our program here and the way these guys are. They love each other, they really do, and you know, they've gone through some great times, some good times, some sad times, and some hard times, but they're good kids, and they work hard, and they really do love each other.
The 3 freshmen, how important is it you get more out?
It is. You know what, Rob? They got to keep coming. You know, and again, we knew we were going to play them, and I don't think we thought there'd be times we have 3 of them out there at one time, and maybe 4. We've had 4 at sometimes, but we need them, and they're going to have to grow up quicker than they probably want to, and I do think that Olivier can do more. I think he's a key for us to do more. I think that Drew Pember's got a chance, but he's going to have to change his whole mindset, makeup of what he's about. He's going to have to do that. He's got the ability, but that won't carry him, you know, because hard work will beat talent when talent doesn't work. And that's Kevin Durant's saying, and it's so true. And so he's going to have to learn to work hard. And if he does, he can really bring a dimension to us that would help us. And then, you know, I think Devontae Gaines is learning more and more on the job. I think Jalen Johnson can help us more, and he's going to have to. But Olivier is a guy that can really help us, because he's a guy that if he can figure it out, so we could get to use Eve a little bit more of a hybrid type player, where we can inside, outside, you know, post, perimeter. But we can't do that until Olivier gets it figured out.
Come on.
Was that KD saying when he was at Texas?
Well, that's what he's always. You look at his shoe, and ever since I've known him, that's what he believed in. You know, hard work beats talent, and talent doesn't work. And when you have the talent he has and work like he works, that's what makes him the player he is today. But there's no doubt that's very true.
What did you ask for Christmas this year?
I just want to see my family, see my grandkids, and play with them, and hope I can get up and down enough to do that. You know, because they're going to have me on the floor wrestling with them and having fun. And so that's, again, every year that's what I hope for, is have a chance to spend time with my family.